also talked about linear equations a little bit. And one thing we talked about was finding equations of lines. And in this case, we want to find, number 6, find the equation of the line perpendicular to 6x minus y equals 9 that goes through negative 4, 7. So when I'm saying find an equation of a line, I'm thinking what format? Usually. Yeah, y equals mx plus b, right? Trying to find that y equals mx plus b. Now, in this case, I've got a couple of bits of information. I want it to be perpendicular to this line. What does that mean? Perpendicular means it has to have the opposite reciprocal of the slope, opposite reciprocal. Now, question is, starting off with anyway, what is the slope of 6x minus 2y equals 9? Is it 6? No, it's not 6. I can't read the slope right off of that because it's not in y equals mx plus b form. So I need to put it in y equals mx plus b form. And so that's going to mean solve it for y. Get y on a side by itself. So I'm going to subtract the 6x, both sides. So I get minus 2y equals, I'm going to write that negative 6x plus 9. Then divide off the negative 2. And so that's y equals negative 6x. A little more room. So it'll be negative 6x divided by negative 2 and positive 9 divided by negative 2, which gives me y equals 3x minus, and that'll be 4 1/2, 9 halves, however you want to write that. Now I can clearly see that what is my slope of this line? That's our slope, yeah. Slope of this line is 3. So the slope of the line I want is perpendicular, opposite reciprocal, right? What would that be?
Negative 1/3.
Negative 1/3. It's a positive 3 slope, so I'd want a negative. Do the opposite sign in the reciprocal. Well, that's 3 over 1. So the reciprocal would be 1/3. All right, so that tells me on my line I want y equals negative 1/3 x plus b. Oh, just got it. All right. So far, okay. So I want my slope to be negative 1/3 for m x plus b. How do I find the b? Well, there's different ways, but I say, isn't this an x comma a y? So let's plug in x to be negative 4, x to be negative 4, and y to be 7. I can make that substitution. Are those substitutions? And that's negative 4 over 1, so that would be negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4. 3 times 1 is 3. And so subtract the 4/3. B is going to be 7 minus 4/3, which is 21/3 minus 4/3. One way we could calculate that, get a common denominator. 17/3 is B. So y equals negative 1/3, that's my m, x, plus b, b is 17/3. Okay? So we will probably have to do such a one as that on the test. Okay? Last but not least, everybody get that one? Sketch the scatter plot of the data in the table for number 7. Also find the equation of the line that goes through the points involving the years 2006 and 2009. Use 6 for 2006, etc., etc. All right, so yeah, we did these scatter plots. Here's our data. Got year and expenditure in millions. So the scatter plot, that's going to be one of these guys, right? All right, so we've got 2006. I'm going to use 6 for 2006, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for the year. 6 is 2006. And then over here, my expenditures in millions of dollars. Is 62 to 75, all right, so go by, there's 62, go by 2s, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, something like that. I'm not real neat at these pins here. Okay, all right, so 6 is 62.7, 7 is 65.2, 8 is 67.9, 9, 70.1, and 10 is 75.3. So there's our scatter plot. We want to do a line, though, also through the points involving the years 2006 and 2009. So these 2 points right here, let's sketch a line through those. And we're calling that our line of best fit. You may have to draw your own line of best fit there. But through those 2 points, we've got 6, 62.7 and 9, 70.1. And so what's the equation of that line going to be? Well, first of all, I need to figure out what. This is why one of the other reasons I might have to use a slope formula. So another formula there for you to remember. You will need this one. Quadratic formula you may not need, but this one you will need. Slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Second y minus first y over second x minus first x. So my second y is 70.1 minus the first x is 62.7. Divide that by first x minus second x. So what does that give? 70.1 minus 62.7. 7.4. Divide by 3. And I would go ahead and say, one decimal place that, 22.5, approximately. So what do I do with that? Well, that's y equals mx plus b then. That's my m. So this one's just like we did previously. Now I need to find out what b is. Well, I can use my 62.7 for x and y there. Is that okay? 62 point, so it would be 2.5 times 6, which is, what is that? 15. So 62.7 equals 15 plus b. Subtract the 15, and we have our b. 47.7. So the m is 2.5, we said, we rounded it. 2.5x plus 47.7.